Morning, everybody. Ron from Ron Cichlids. Hope everybody's having an amazing day. Going to give you a little bit of an update on the facility. Um, 2 weeks ago, give or take a few days, we received 2 tractor trailers full of IBC totes. I should have I'm pretty sure we put out a video with that. I've taken a few videos beforehand. I just never really liked them, and we've got too much time on our hands doing this build out to really edit videos. So this one's going to be unedited. It's going to be straight through. Trying to give you an update on what has happened in the last 2 weeks. So we've been extremely busy taking care of this. We're down a man. Ronnie's away for the Air Force. As most of you know, we're a veteran-owned, family-run business. And one of my employees, which is my son, is in the Air Force. So every week, 1 weekend a month, and then 2 weeks a year, he's gone. And we've been balls to the wall, so to speak, without him. So going to give you an update on the new facility. Made a lot of progress. I leave next week to go on vacation. I'm trying to get a lot of stuff done, so Hunter and Ronnie have my stuff is done, so they can do what they're doing. We all have our own roles in this business. I think that's what makes us successful. There's 3 of us. We all have our independent roles in this. I've built a lot of the wood stands, all of the wood stands. Hunter really does most of the plumbing. So I'm going to show you what I've been doing this week. I've been cutting out all of these vats. So right now there is 30 vats on that first row where you see the wood stands, and then there's there's 32 on this row. This row is going to be 16 times 2. That one is 15 times 2. And then over here, you can see it's a mess. Over here, it's going to be another row, just one single row of totes, and then all of the 40 gallons. So these are the stands that I build. Hunter's in the process of painting them. This is what we call the goalposts. These things here, they support the airlines and all the pipes that go across the top. So I'm finishing up now. I've got one more to do, but this is how we've cut out the totes. The totes come like this. Take the top off. I've got this piece of wood that's cut that I've been using for many, many years. It just slides right in there. We use a magic marker. We mark it. Again, goes right here. We mark it. And then what we do is we cut out along there, and then we cut from here back. And what we end up with is this. So, and then I go behind with a little tool to deburr it. And then I come back with a blowtorch and heat it up. So I have this tool. I love this thing. You've seen in past videos I've used a different tool, but this is nice for my arthritis, one-handed. And I just do this. And then I end up with a, curly Q, throw it away. So that's what we're doing on this side. So over here, this is what Hunter and I have accomplished already, is these are the wood stands that support the 75 gallons. These are double stands. So you can see all the way down. Hunter's already got the water line coming up. This is water. Water is always from the floor. Manifolds are in. He's already routed the air manifolds for the, air pipes for that side. We have to just connect those two, but the water comes in here from the well and then goes wherever it's got to go. Water stays on the floor, air goes above. That's the way we've always built our facilities. So there'll be a lot more lighting in here soon. That's something I'm working on right now. Lots of things to work on. So right now, Hunter's already accomplished the water lines. He has a little bit more buttoning up to do. This will be the water line, and it's a loop. So that water will go, you guys have seen enough videos, most likely from all of our other builds. The air line will ride right on top of that, so it comes all the way down, wraps around, and then it's going to go up to the 75, so the water is a closed loop. And when it's all done, it'll look like this over here, where the air is on top, those are the little blue valves, and then the water is below. So in 2 weeks' time, we've cut out the totes, aligned the totes, built the stands, painted the stands, attached the water lines. Hunter's already done the drain lines for this. So all of the tanks are drilled. You can see that over here. So the tanks are drilled. There's a bulkhead, and then there's a funny pipe basically that goes down. You can see it down there to a drain. So the way this side works, just like all of our other facilities, is there's a little wire holding that end up. All the tanks over there drain into there. All the tanks on this side drain into here. And this is a centralized drain. There's sweep 90s on there to keep the water going that direction. And then it comes all the way back to the building. Tees up, hooks to all of the vats and tanks over here. Comes past the air handler, and then it's going to go out the building right here, out to the pond that's outside. Yes, been very busy. This is a lot of work. There's just certain things that we're extremely good at, and we've done this so many times. You know, I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but you know, this stuff isn't written down in a book. This is just in our heads, and we've done it for facility 1, facility 1.2, and facility 1.3, and then we did it for facility 2, because we did the first facility, and then we added on to the first facility, and then we added on again to the first facility. Then we built a second facility on the homestead property. You'll hear us use the term the homestead property, because that's the property I live on. And there's 2 facilities and a grow out on that property. And then this is the new facility, 4,000 square feet. For any of you that this is the first time you're watching the video, this is facility number 3, a couple miles down the road from our homestead facility. Sits on 11 acres and has room for many more facility upgrades, more build outs in the future. Right now we're content with this one. We've got a couple more months of work to do to complete this one, and then should be fully operational. Got to get the well hooked up in the next few days. Electrical, everything's hooked up. I just need to do some electrical. So I do the electrical work for these build outs. I also do all of the woodwork basically for these, cutting out the tanks, preparing the tanks, and then that goes over to Hunter now. Hunter does all of the plumbing on all of these tanks. Hunter and Ronnie are the ones that set the tanks into place. I try not to do any heavy lifting whenever possible with my arthritis and condition that I have. It's painful, so I let them do that. As I said, lights will be done soon. I'm experimenting right now with 10-foot lights and a hanging system. So this building is not anywhere near lit like it'll be when it's done. And then we'll have lights above the tanks that are on a switch. These lights here will be 6 rows of lights on 6 timers, and they will automatically come on in sequence and then go off in sequence. What that will give us is it'll give us a sunrise, sunset, and we do that in our other facilities as well. And we control the amount of light the fish get, and we basically broaden their expectations of how long the day is. So instead of a normal day maybe being 12 hours, 13 hours, our lights kick on somewhere around 6:30 in the morning, and they go off around 9:30 at night as they come on and come off. So we give the fish a couple extra hours of light a day than they would normally get, let's say, in a closed environment, outside environment, or even a natural environment outside. So that extra 3 hours means 3 hours more of growth, 3 more hours of spawning, and everything that's associated with that. So we control their environment, everything. We control the temperature of the building. We control how much water comes in. And as most of you know from watching us before, most of these tanks get 100% new water per day. Next thing Hunter has to do on these vats, most likely when I'm gone, is he'll drill the bulkhead holes in all of these vats and put the bulkheads in and then start plumbing them. That's about it. Nothing else major going on. You know, tanks are going to come in. Tanks have to be painted. This is going to look a lot different when I get back end of month. So wife and I need a vacation. It's been planned for a long time, and we leave next week, and the boys are gonna take care of this and take care of the business like they always do. But stay tuned. Hope you guys liked the video. Trying to keep it short, again, not edited. We appreciate every one of your support, your business, being on this journey with us since day one. We have come a long way since the first video we made the first day we started doing this. A lot of the videos you've been watching is the fish videos and stuff over at the other facilities. But this is our way of documenting what we're doing, the progression we're making, and then lots of people ask the questions, how do we do that? Because maybe they want to have a little garage set up or a shed set up, or they want to do this. I know several people in this industry that are pretty good sized companies that are my friends, and we've sat down together and I've told them how we do our setups, and they've mimicked them, and it works. It just plain works. I don't have another way of saying it, but yeah, for those that haven't seen the video on this, any of our other videos on this side, there's 750-gallon ponds. These are for like big predator haps and grow outs. 75 gallons on top, 2 IBC totes all the way down, 2 sets of 75s. That's duplicated here. And then over here is going to be another row of totes, and then a whole row of 40 gallons. Those 40 gallons are useful in the grow out process. This side is just a mess. This is where we stage up everything. But this side is a duplicate of the other side. So basically you're looking at 750 gallon ponds and 75 gallons on top. Over there, right now we have a saw. That's going to be where the pack out station is. And then in the very, very back against the wall, we'll probably put some 75 gallons, or may even get a different size tank and put them back there to utilize that space. We're not in a hurry to do that. But yeah, there'll be tanks here, tanks there, between this air handler and between this air handler. And like I said, I don't have a whole lot of light over here, but this is where the other blower shed comes in, and then the water comes over here too. So over there, we've got a blower shed that's got 2.5 horsepower blowers to provide oxygen. And then back here behind me, just showed you, there's another shed back there that have 2. Those are probably in another video, but I'm gonna sign off. Thank you all again. If you like these videos, like and subscribe. Standard spiel that you hear from everybody on YouTube. We're not doing this to really make any money. We're just doing this to document what we're doing, show the customers, show people who maybe want to do this themselves and they think it just might be overwhelming. It can be, and we've always been very friendly about sharing our knowledge. A lot of people in this industry are very tight-lipped. They don't want to share their knowledge. They think if I share my knowledge, that person's going to do what I'm doing, take all my business, and then I'm going out of business. It doesn't work that way, folks. If you have an opportunity to help somebody, help them out. It's just good karma. But gonna sign off. Thanks again, everybody. Hope you have a wonderful day.